We've been working for the last month with the world-traveled famous Danae Brissonnet from Montreal on a amazing mural that's going to grace the 2221 St. Claude facilities where ACORN International, Local 100, A Community Voice, and Fairgrinds at St. Claude will be located. I have with me our artist, Compañera, from Montreal, and finally she's going to explain for everybody and forever this beautiful, intricate mural she's now designed. There's Danae's signature at the very bottom, as you can see.
Yay!
Yay! So, take us away. We're going to follow and ask questions.
Great. Okay, so first of all, well, I tried to get in parallel with what you guys were doing and like get inspired by your mission. And so I like read about you and I like read about other things also to like get, you know, different contrast. So it became this. So here, like I think you start this thing because of the injustice that's happening in the world, right?
Fortunately, it's still happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're trying our best to just kind of like
beat them down.
Create the balance.
Yes.
So this is the part of injustice, and it's also like there's a lot of element of like Louisiana and like the bayous, but it's also like universal because it's happening everywhere. So here you have kind of like the capitalism that's like the gold skull, and this pyramid has like a little, looked like a bird they had, but it's actually like, for me, it represents the pyramid of like people on the bottom and this president like with the privatization of like everything. I have a necklace he has a necklace of barbed wire.
Yeah.
So, and he has like money coming out of his hair. And that's like this thing, and like capitalism is really like octopusy. It just takes everything and it just sucks everything from the people and from the nature, the people, the public. So I took an octopus that's coming out of like this kind of like unsustainable thing, which is death, because nothing's happening there, right?
Absolutely.
Well, and he's holding a lot of things.
Don't forget this blind, this hand.
So this is he's holding like the blindness of force of nature, and this is Katrina, and it's blowing like little houses and trees over there. So everything is flowing. So this octopus is putting building on this character, which is butter wetland, and he's putting buildings, and he's like scratching the trees, and the trees are falling, and they're all in like a bayou situation right now. And the plunger is like how like everything now is just kind of like we're just taking and like till what, you know, till what's gonna happen. So the plunger symbolize this, just plunging out of like the hurt, and that creates that everybody's leaving, and they're leaving in little boats, which is kind of like a little how do you say that? A wink to Katrina also. And in Louisiana there's a lot of like punishment and like people in jails, and there's a lot of problem with that. So like she's in jail, and she symbolized like the community and like the nature. So she's in jail and she's getting suffocated by the oil company that's like suffocating her, and she's trying to see what's going on. So she's putting out her eyes. Yeah, so she's trying to like change, like see what's up, because she doesn't know. She can't really. She can't move. She's having handcuffed, which are levees. Or them. They look like them.
Levee breakers. Yeah.
And that's kind of like the two economy also, the oil and the fisher. The fish, because that's a kingfisher, so it's like another image for like the two things that happen here. And so the little guy is blowing away, and that's like symbolize the wind that's like really present here. and the water. And this guy, that's another thought for the Black Panther, because like, I mean, you guys have been present with like this movement and everything. So this guy is leaving this part of injustice, and he symbolizes also like, he's an image for me of like the people who owns their house in Canada, like all the like lower 9 who are owning their house, and like he's leaving and he's like kind of like hoping for a change, and that you can make your own interpretation, but a lot of Black people died for saving the white people, so that's kind of like another thing. And he's holding like the hope and the revolution, the change. And those were like, we're coming to the coffee part, which is those people are the workers, and they're all pulling the pulley so the coffee can be served. And that's like the first part, and it goes till here, and that's like the coffee man bean, but it's working because of those people. And it's not just a coffee, because there's people behind it. And you have the coffee man, and that's kind of like the process, you know, that's like all the process of coffee. There's the beans, and after there's the coffee beans, and after there's the coffee, but there's like a whole process, and that's important. So that's kind of like a little talk to this too.
And they're cherries,
and
you know, the way coffee grows is they're cherries, as it's called, and then they have to be processed into beans, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, this is supposed to be powder, this is supposed to be there, but we understand the concept.
Yeah.
And this is volcano, because you guys, like, I mean, you work with, the coffee doesn't come from here.
Central America.
There's a lot of volcano there,
Absolutely.
as we know. And this is a huge beach snail, which symbolizes for me, like, how slow it takes to do all those changes. And there's all this work that needs to be done, but it takes time, but it happens. Like, the snail is going somewhere. And this is the coffee, and well, the coffee used to be giving money to project to put water into villages. So the snail, like the slow change, is putting water into those bricks. Because bricks is like, I didn't want to like put any kind of like, you know, because it gives, well, bricks is like the rudimental element to construction. And that's what it takes, that's like, everything is in construction in those villages that are not really built, and everybody's kind of like on top of each other. So it's like the basic of construction, and it's giving water to this. And this is the cloud spitter, well, the change spitter. He's spitting this guy, and like those dogs are just kind of like, you know, freedom and like everything that's flying. And he's spitting this guy, which is symbolized like community, and all the faces, different color, different ethnies. And he's holding the key to open the safe of capitalism, like all this money that's privatized, like we can't really like take from it. We don't really know. And this is also like, we go slow, but we hope we're gonna win at the end, and that's what they're on the turtle and the coffin vulture guy, because a vulture, like, it's also like capitalism for me. It's just like taking like till the thing is dead. They're just taking still, you know. And that's a baby vulture, because a baby you just stuff into his mouth and just keeps on like chewing. So he's like, that's the community voice that's strangling the baby so it can choke, it can stop eating money from the people and release the money and open the safe to like see what's gonna happen, you know? And this is the eyes, because I think also like this massive thing that's kind of controlling thing in the population is just blinding people, and this has like all the eyes of the population, just kind of like keeps it, trying to blind people, trying to like take their ignorance and like censoring things. So he's having the eyes, and he's like kind of like the thing that needs to break, and this guy is coming to like open it and like make it change.
Excellent.
And this is all like this snake that was all the way over there that was coming out of the plunger of the.
Right.
I don't know if you can do that.
I can. I'm following you.
So it comes out from there, from the fisher, the kingfisher, and it goes all the way up here, and it goes all the way down. And snake is like a big element of like voodoo culture, Caribbean culture, and it means change in a good way, in a really powerful way of like, it's, yeah, things change and we change skin, and there's always evolution and always hope.
Now, is this fire that the turtle is breathing? Or what is
no,
that?
it's just a cloud that's going all the way there. Yeah.
From the hare's feet.
It can be fire, it can be clouds. Yeah.
So,
Cool.
what an amazing project.
That's it.
Proud of it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're so excited. And it's
all
all
right.
been sealed up. Good to go. Well, you know, I knew all